First credit where credit's due. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese made a fine speech in Washington today, honouring the vital role the United States has as leader of the free world. He paid tribute to, and I quote, the peace and freedom that America seeks to defend around the globe. The principle, he said, that every country, big or small, should be able to shape its own destiny and secure its own future, where the sovereignty of every nation is respected and the dignity and liberty of every individual is recognised. That, he declared, is what our alliance with the United States is all about. The PM said a shared belief that freedom, peace and equality are not just American ideals or Australian values, they belong to all mankind. Now, of course, he's right. But there's a problem there, isn't there? In fact, there are two problems. The first is that he's almost going straight from Washington to Beijing, where freedom, peace and equality aren't exactly front and centre. I mean, basically, they don't exist. So what's he going to tell the Chinese? That the Uyghurs should be released from slave labour, that Hong Kong should have restored the freedoms that his predecessor Deng Xiaoping had promised, that China's got no right to use force against Taiwan? Because if that's not his message, that speech he just made in Washington is nothing more than empty posturing. The Beijing trip is all about being there to mark the 50th anniversary of Gough Whitlam's historic visit. So it's as much about the legacy interests of the Labor Party as Australia's interests. And sure, while there, he'll presumably plead for all our exporters still subject to the capricious and unfair bans that China imposed on us, because we were one of the first countries in the world to demand an inquiry into the origins of COVID. Now, we shouldn't walk back from that, because knowing how the pandemic started, given it shut down the globe for 2+ years, well, that's critical. Churchill famously said, jaw jaw is better than war war, meaning talk between leaders, especially where they don't see eye to eye, is important.